Hello, it's Pen here. Today I want to show you my design for a sheep farm. There are an awful lot of sheep farm designs out there, but a lot of them are expensive and take up a lot of space. I wanted to do my design because this is the design I've been building for myself and for other people, and I like it because it's A, small, B, cheap, C, tidy, and you can build a nice little barn over the top of it that will fit perfectly in your base if you so desire, or you can just leave it like that. It looks quite good, and it is wolf proof, so you're not going to have wild wolves coming in and murdering all of your sheep. Very important. Let me take you through it quickly and then we'll talk about how to build it. So this is what it looks like from the top. You've got a sheep in each cell, 16 of course, because there's 16 colors. They are surrounded by fences. You have a sheep in each little cell, and you have these little things here, which are both protection and to help keep the wool in, because when you shear a sheep using a dispenser, the wool flies everywhere, and it's a real pain when you're trying to collect that. There we go. See that? See how the trapdoors keep the wool from flying out. They basically put it down there, and then you can see it got picked up by the hopper minecart down below. So for those of you who like aesthetics as well as practical farm, this might be the way to go. And it is ultra simple, ultra cheap. There is nothing in here that you can't get very early on in the game. Let's go have a look downstairs. It's very simple. It's just a hopper minecart running on a rail that goes all the way under the sheep. You can make all of these powered rails if you like and replace some of these blocks with redstone blocks. But if you're looking for the cheap, simple version, this is the way to go. And then up here, there is actually a hopper unloader that will hold the minecart there to empty it into the chest. The redstone in this, if you're worried about redstone, you say, I'm not good with redstone. Honestly, anyone can do this. I know, because I did it, and I am not good with redstone. So let's have a look at it. This is the same design. I've just raised it up so you can see what's going on underneath. So under each of those powered rails, we've just got a redstone torch to power it. That's it. And you can see underneath each of the dispensers, there is an observer facing into the dirt block. That is the dirt block that the sheep is standing on. And the whole thing is powered by the sheep eating grass. These ones don't have sheep in them. But when the sheep eats that grass, the observer underneath, let's get rid of that so you can see. See, did you see the observer notice the block change there? And it sets off the dispenser. If I put that back, again, the dispenser works. That's it. That's how simple it is to work, and it's all powered by that little redstone dot there. Now the only other bit of redstone that you need to do is the unloader. Look how simple this thing is. So you've got, I'll remove one chest, this hopper facing into this hopper, which is facing into the chest, and you've got a powered rail sitting on top of this back hopper. Now if we go around here, the comparator takes a signal from the hopper. So when this hopper has stuff in it, which happens when the full minecart passes over the hoppers, it will unpower this. Signal goes in here, turns off the redstone torch, turns off that signal. So basically this is currently being powered by that redstone torch. When there's things in this hopper, it turns off this, which means that the minecart stays there, empties all its stuff into the hopper, and then when the hopper is empty, this turns on again and sends the minecart going. So let's fill up this hopper minecart so you can see it working. So I've just turned this off so that the hopper minecart will stop. I'll put that in there, fire it up, and watch what happens. Comes in and boom, it will now sit there until it is completely empty. This is a circuit. If you ever use hopper minecarts, this is a really handy circuit to know, because look how simple this is. And I have to give a shout out here to Game Over from my server, because he was the one who introduced me to this circuit, and it has been brilliant. I now use it all the time whenever I use a hopper minecart. Thank you, G4, you're the best. So this is it. This is the simplicity of the design. And as you can see, these guys are constantly being sheared, which constantly fills up our little chest down here. And before you know it, that will be absolutely chockers. And honestly, what do you need that much wool for anyway? There will be more than enough wool for you just by building this. All right, let's go through and actually build it. so you can see step by step how it goes. Now, I've put a list on the screen now of all of the materials that you will need. So take a screenshot or take a picture with your phone so that you've got it handy when you're building. All right, so let's build this. The first thing you want to do is map out your area, and you're going to get 16 observers. And you start by digging a hole and putting them down. Now, you have to make sure that you face them. So this is in, this is the inside, this is the outside. To make things a little bit easier, let's use acacia for something different. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, counting with pen, everyone's favorite game. Put down 9 logs in a row with a gap in between. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 observers. Now you get your 16 dispensers, and I'm saying 16 because of course the other 8 are mirrored from this set. You come around the front and you go 1, 2, just click on that top corner, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Easy peasy. Now what you want to do is get yourself, now you don't have to use wood. You can use whatever you like to decorate here, but I actually like the wood because then when I come to build my barn around the outside or whatever I'm going to build, I can use that wood as a complement. The next thing to do is dig out 1, 2. This is to make life easier when you go underneath to build the rail, because there's nothing worse than building the entire collection system and having it be 1 block too far to the left or right. Really annoying. So just leave those open for now. And you want 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down. One of the hardest parts of this is actually getting your sheep into your pens, because sheep are recalcitrant. But I will show you the way I do it, which I think is a nice, simple way. So you put your wheat in your offhand. You have your sheepy, and he likes your wheat. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Get your acacia fence, walk into your thing, then walk out, give him a little boot. Hey, dude, in you go. Boom. How easy was that? Simple? Simple. That is for sure the best way to do it. Because as long as you have that wheat in your offhand, he's not going to go anywhere. He wants your wheat and he won't wander off. You know how when you're trying to push them somewhere and they just decide they want to wander off? So annoying. Wheat in your offhand. That is a trick that goes for many other things. Foxes, put berries in your offhand. Bunnies, carrots in your offhand. Cows, wheat, pigs, carrot. You know the drill. Then I'm just going to cheat because I'm in a hurry, and I'm going to fill all these up with sheepy-roos. Done. And now what you need is to get yourself a trapdoor in your wood of choice. And you want 1, 2, down. 1, 2, down. Now, get yourself a torch. Come out 1 from here and put down your torch. And then go 1, 2, 3, torch. 1, 2, 3, torch. 1, 2, 3, torch. 1, 2, torch. I know this looks unattractive, but grass grows fastest when it is well lit. But you can use glowstone and it will have the same effect. It's up to you what you prefer aesthetically. I personally just like the line of torches down the middle, but it is entirely up to you. Sea lanterns as well, you know, whatever lighting style you want to use, that is fine. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just repeat this on the other side. So I come out 1 space, torch, 1 space, there, and then like that. And we're done. And don't forget to knock out these dirt blocks here. Now, it's really important that you do not load up your dispensers or put down the redstone here until you have dyed your sheep, because once you set these dispensers up to work, your sheep will always be naked, always. And that makes it a real pain to figure out what colors you have in what pens. So if you like, you could put a sign in front of each pen. That would also be fine. But you really don't need to once you've colored them all in. Okay, so we're going to color them now, and I've put a list on screen of the 16 colors that are available in Minecraft. Let's go downstairs now and do some of the trickier stuff. I'm kidding, it's not tricky at all. Now, as you can see, I've decorated over there with stone and stone brick, but you absolutely do not have to do that. So dig out 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 high. Now, this is your marker, so you want to dig from this open space all the way down. I can't believe I'm still holding my wheat, until you get to the other open space. There it is, beautiful. And then you go this way, beautiful, and back again. All right, now here you need a ladder, of course, so that you can get in and out. And I like to clear out 2 at the back here to give myself space. And then all you need to do is clear out the dirt. Now, I actually recommend that you put a floor in here, because if you leave it as grass, you're still going to get passive mobs spawning, and that's not good. Now, you don't need much in terms of torches. Just find the center one, and then every 2 blocks, put a torch down. This is just to prevent mob spawning. A, so you don't come down and get blown up by a creeper, and B, because you don't want them to spawn, hop up on your rails and interrupt your hopper minecart as it goes around. Let's get ourselves some polished andesite. Why not? So this hole here is the end of your rail on this end. So you want 1, 2 there, and then you just want to go all the way around with your block of choice. Now under here, you want to put a redstone torch and a powered rail on top. And then you want 1 there, 1 there. As I said, you can do the whole run with powered rail and just replace one of the center blocks on either side and at the end with a redstone block. But if you want to keep it cheap and simple, this is what you do. There. And over here, 1 there. Now you fill in the rest with plain rail. And that is more than enough powered rail to keep your hopper minecart moving. It's not going to rocket around, but it will be more than fast enough. Now, we want to replace these 2 with hoppers. So get a chest, get your hoppers. You want to put the chest down there, dig out this area here. You want the first hopper, the end hopper facing into the chest like that, and this hopper facing into the other hopper. Now you put a powered rail, hold shift to place a powered rail on top of that hopper, and shift to place a normal rail on top of that one. And then you put your second chest there. So now you have a double chest that will collect the wool as it comes around. Now we want to dig in behind this to set up our collection system. Very, very simple. So don't be afraid of these words. You need a comparator. You need a redstone torch, that thing that I just got rid of. You need a repeater. And you need your blocks of choice. That's it. So here we go. You need to be get out of the way. You need to be facing this way to put down your comparator. The comparator, the 2 pointy bits, should be looking at the hopper. So not the 1 pointy bit, but the 2 pointy bits. Do you like the technical terms? Good. You put a block there. On the back end of that block, you put your redstone torch. Now here's a trick. Hover over the redstone torch and click on it, and you'll put a block above that torch. Now you want your repeater facing this way. So the 2 pointy bits facing into the hopper. So just think 2 pointy bits, hopper, 2 pointy bits, hopper, all the same. And then you put another block, hold shift, because otherwise if you don't hold shift and you click on that, you'll turn that on and you don't want that. So hold shift, place it on top, boom, that's it. That is how complicated that is. Anyone can do that. Anyone can do that. And just put a torch in there. And when you put these back, put a block there, boom, you can't even see it. Fill this back in and you are done. How awesome is that? So get your hopper minecart, place it down on either this rail or this rail, doesn't matter which one, and away it goes, and it will continue moving there until it gets knocked or interrupted or anything like that, which is why you want to make sure there's no spawns down here. And away it goes. That's it for downstairs. Downstairs is now done. Let's go upstairs and finish this off. So the first thing you want to do is fill in all of these holes that you made. Look at my lovely colored sheepies. Beautiful. Next thing you want is to put a trap door over that ladder so you don't fall in, and so more importantly, mobs don't fall in, right? Safety first. Now the last thing that you need, of course, is your shears and your redstone dust. We are almost done. How fast was that? So you put a set of shears in there and a redstone dust behind. And next time this sheepy here eats something, it will collect the wool. So shears in there, and you can put 9 shears in there if you really like. Honestly, you don't need that many. One will last you for ages. Oh, did you hear that? Let's go downstairs. And watching. Boom! Our first wool. Simple, easy, uncomplicated, very little effort required to get yourself a fantastic automated sheep shearer. That looks great, if I do say so myself. Oh, listen to them go. See, the good thing about this is once it fires up, it's constant. You are always getting wool because it doesn't rely on, like every individual sheep gets sheared every time it eats grass. So very simple. See this? See, and these guys now, you'll never see their color again because they will just constantly be getting sheared. Oh, I forgot that I'd emptied that out. Those, one of those. All right, let me fill up and we are done. That is now complete. And as you can see, yep, they're being sheared. Let's hop downstairs and see how our collection is going. It is amazing how quickly this, look at that. And you've done nothing. This is so much better than running around trying to shear sheep in a big pen, and they take ages, and the ones that you want to eat don't eat, and you end up with, it's just annoying. So that's why I designed this, because I'm so sick of shearing sheep. I hate it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you found the sheep farm very useful. If you have any problems building it or you've got any questions, please feel free to hit me up in the comments. And let me know if there's a particular farm that you'd like a simple farm that doesn't require a lot of redstone. Let me know, because simple farms with very little redstone are my specialty, because I'm not very good at redstone. I am learning though. I have to say once again a big thank you to Game Over for spending some time and teaching me the very basic redstone that I know. I really appreciate it, dude. You're the best. Well, thanks very much for watching, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this. If this is your first time here, please feel free to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, please drop me a like. I would really appreciate it. And stick around for more tutorials and my new Pro series, which I hope you will also find extremely useful.